said let's talk let's start it. Like,
And we're live.
we can have our pre-talk and then our intro. You know what I mean?
It's fine. It's fine.
That's fair. That's fair. Welcome to the Taphaven podcast, where we sometimes go live together at the exact same time.
Yeah, sometimes. Only a little bit, though. You know, on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's fair.
You had you're doing 80% your body weight. Oh wait, never mind. I don't know what your body weight is.
I'm like 240.
I literally put you in as 240.
Dang, look at that. It's like you know my
that
body.
you were 240 because I thought you were doing 1-to-1 because you did 80 grams for breakfast the other day and 80 grams for dinner. And I was like, he's probably doing 80 grams for lunch too. So
No. Yeah. No, I'm 240, but I'm you know what? Let's start the podcast.
Yes. So today we're trying a new format. We won't do it every time, but sometimes we have the fortunate scenario where the hot topic, the game we're playing, all of us are playing, happen to align all in one. And it happens. It's happened a few times before, and it's happening this week. So we're going to do a fun little thing. We're going to do our normal whiskey. We're going to try our whiskey. We're going to talk about the hot topic. But instead of just trying to come up with stuff, we're going to do a secondary segment where we just stream. We're going to play
the game.
some of the game today for you. And so, yeah, that'll be super fun. And of course, as everyone knows, Arc Raiders has released.
Ooh.
Dude, you know what
Man,
blows my
has
mind?
it been a week?
What's
How
that?
many people I see that are like, I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll get it when it's on sale, and I'm like, these are the same people that are like buying Battlefield 6 for $70.
At
And I'm
$70.
like, dude, the game's like $40.
Oh my god!
It is
you're gonna wait for it to go on sale?
$43.68, guys. Shut up and buy the game. You
I
have.
can't- I don't.
It doesn't
don't
make
know
any
how-
sense to me. It doesn't make any
I
sense
don't
to
know how
me.
people do it.
In addition to discussing some Arc Raiders, we are actually going to revisit and go back to some of our Flavor whiskeys. And I'm really excited about the one we have today. We're going to be trying the Barrell Straight Bourbon whiskey, which is their baseline thing. But I love Barrell
Ooh,
in general.
Smells really
And finally,
good.
I don't smell a whiskey and immediately get repulsed.
Yeah,
and it's been
that's
a month
great,
Wait a
right?
since we last were able to do that.
Can we
Y'all
talk about our
feel-
last confession?
Never again.
Never again. Like, we can do something else for October, but the what is it? The soulless or the spiritless option, whatever it's called.
Dude, everyone I talked to and showed the spiritless options, they were like, "What's the point?" It's just what's
Get
the
it.
point?
Like, find a different outlet, honestly. Like, I feel like, yes, alcohol is a debilitating addiction for some. That being said, if there's a way to avoid it, I would choose something other than those.
I don't think anyone that needs to avoid alcohol should be drinking non-alcoholic
No,
alcohol.
absolutely
I think
not.
it's literally only for like top tier athletes, like and that's why the only one that was good was the one made by a top tier athlete, Lewis Hamilton. Erik is frozen for me. Every
Oh,
I
he's also
am.
frozen for
I
me
am
as well.
frozen.
Okay.
I
am
couldn't tell if he
frozen.
was goofing at first, but he's definitely.
He's been
definitely
goofing
not
us.
goofing.
Is he already
I'm trying
sipping?
to see
Or is
if
he
I can fix it.
smelling?
I was just smelling.
Okay.
I was just smelling.
Oh,
I have not tasted yet.
Oh, you smell delicious.
So,
We're back.
how are y'all liking Arc Raiders so far?
So far, not bad. It smells like a whiskey. So
Oh,
I'm.
Raiders. He said
Oh,
Raiders.
how are we liking Arc Raiders? Right.
Selective listening at its
It slaps, guys. I think something that I also realized that I do this with any game. I tend to play games really safe. This tends to also bleed into my completionist nature, where I feel like I have to beat a game fully to go ahead and feel as if I've enjoyed it. It gets in the way of my enjoyment of the game, because I can tell you for a fact there are certain parts of Silk Song's playthrough that I like. I went to a dark place. Like I didn't touch the game for like at least 3 days after it because it marked the experience for me so badly, and I wanted to enjoy it. So that being said, this game not only kind of counters that, but also attempts to teach me to play differently than I would normally play a game. Like it's telling me, hey, like you're gonna have to go ahead and start pushing. You're gonna have to start pushing, and also this is not a completionist kind of thing. This is just a find the best route from A to B. Start killing things. Excellent, Erik. Start taking on bigger stuff and just do it. Like there's no freaking take backsies. Just fucking do it.
Dude,
So,
I'm going to tell you my day, and it is epitomized by that. So today, I was like, I'm going to do some quests, but my goal today was to just run night raids. And night raids, for anybody who doesn't know, everything's dark. There are 10 times the PvE spawns. So if you look at a map and you're like, oh, a Leaper can spawn there, a Bastion can spawn there, a Bombardier can spawn there, a friggin' one of the flying big dudes can spawn here.
Rocketeer.
Rocketeer. They all just spawned. Like
they're there.
they're just there. And then it's like double loot everywhere and half the exits. And you can't use raider hatches.
Oh.
One of them, I got out almost 100K worth of loot today.
I saw that loadout in the chat. I was like, that's so stupid.
Crazy. The second one, I got shot in the back with 125K as I was going into the train, murdered as I was holding down the button, and did not make it out.
I hate that for you, dude. I really do.
Reminds me of a time when we were playing with the Queen and someone left us.
Strange.
I was flanking.
Uh-huh.
You know, a game is
maybe-
good when you go and tell your wife the story afterwards.
True.
We went to
True.
dinner, and I tell Ash, I'm like, okay, so, you know, we do the Queen thing. It's the most intense thing that we've seen, or at least I've seen in Arc Raiders. There's this huge arc or robot, whatever. What do we call them? Just arcs? But for people that don't know what
arcs.
they are, they're a huge robot.
They're like giant animal-based robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every single one is based on an insect.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that
this
makes
is
sense, yeah.
like a queen ant.
Yes.
But like
It's
50
huge.
times the size of a car. You know, like it's a
Yes.
building-sized
Yes.
ant, essentially.
Yeah, and it's like circling this thing that's sending off nukes.
Yeah.
And we have to like sneak into it, which we succeed at. Then we have to disarm it. But meanwhile, we have to run out and back in every time a nuke goes off because that'll burn you to a crisp. And there was just all this stuff. We did all the hard work. It was going to be our last game of the night.
Oh,
and
man.
it was incredible. We got all the loot out, and then we got greedy. And so we all
It's true.
started to loot the stuff that really didn't matter.
The walls.
Compared to what we had already gotten because
Not
we got
the middle.
big loot.
The walls. Like
The
idiots.
walls, the stupid stuff. And so then we're there. We're literally leaving. We are going out one of the 3 exits, and boom, there's
2 people.
an enemy faction.
2
2
people.
or 3 people. They start shooting at us. And we all turn around to run inside. And my first thought, and I say this out loud, but these 2 are
Nope.
like tunnel vision. They can't hear a single thing. They agreed afterwards that probably would have been a good idea. First thing out of my mind is go to the top level, because there's like a circle in the middle and there's a top level, and if you're in the top level they can't see you. If they come in, we all have the headshots, we got the good angles. I was up there and Nat was on the ground trying to fight them. I'm like, I don't have enough ammo. I'm literally popping heads, but it's not enough. Eric's nowhere to be found because Erik ran screaming. He says
He
that he's
didn't
flanking.
run
I'm just kidding. I'm
screaming.
totally kidding. But Erik ran like out the other tunnel, and of course, like, might have ended up working, but it was just so far. It's such a big thing that there was no way he could support us, and he could have just died. Because what if those guys are smarter? They would have watched like every tunnel if they could. 'Cause I think the Queen was disabled, but I don't really know because we died.
The queen doesn't get shut down during any of the processes. It's just that the queen acts as another element of danger, especially whenever you're trying to get in and out. It's honestly largely like pretty easy to avoid. But that area usually is patrolled by two things, at least the queen definitely, but also a rocketeer. And if the rocketeer sees you and you're just like out in the open like that, it's fucking curtains. You're done.
Yeah.
So
you think the queen was still going around after we shut?
For sure. Yeah. It keeps on. It patrols that entire area the entire match, unless you want to go ahead and try and kill. In which case,
okay, so then they definitely only had one or two entrances that they could have came in.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. What needed to happen is if we go in knowing that the event of another thing for people who may not have played the game, there are certain events that trigger whenever you first load into the game. It'll tell you whenever it's active. But certain times they'll be like, hey, this you can find hidden stashes around the entire map, or you can go ahead and there's a night raid. You can go ahead and choose this other icon and you go on a night raid. The one that has the queen and that central hub area that we were trying to loot, when that shows up, we probably need to bring barricade kits so that we can set up walls on at least two of the thin entrances and main single one. So whenever it does exhaust. But again, there's caveats to that too. If you vent, if you go ahead and vent and they know that you have only one side to come out of, they know where to focus you, stuff like that. But game's so dope. Game is so good. I did want to ask
if there's anything y'all don't like about the game. So then I can start it off. So this can totally be solved with just a little bit of development. But I don't like that I go and set up my loadout. I'm ready to go whenever I play with my friends, and then I go and do a free loadout and it gets erased.
Oh, yeah. Just a one button free loadout. I'm sure they're probably working on that.
They need to have a save this loadout, and so you just click the button.
That was going to be one of mine. Saved loadouts would just make everything so much better. There's this concept in Escape from Tarkov of saving a gun loadout, where you can go and just buy all the pieces or craft all the pieces, and you can choose whether or not you want to craft that piece or buy that piece and set it across the board, and just boom. Now you have a full gun. Now you have a full loadout. That should just be a thing. It's nobody wants to play the inventory management, and there's not enough tools in the inventory to do that in a nice way. There's no search bar, there's no way to find things very quickly. That is just not an enjoyable aspect of anybody's. Nobody playing this game wants to deal with the inventory. They want to, hey, I have this stuff. What do I need? What don't I need? Do this. Build my loadout. I build it once, I can tweak it, and I press one button, and I have the loadout if I have enough resources.
Dude, done. One great feature they have for all of that stuff that I never noticed because the UI just isn't very obvious. When you track a recipe, so I want to upgrade this station, or I want to create this, blueprint, that will mark items both in your inventory and in game as needed for a recipe. And I was just well, that's huge. That just makes your life so much easier.
Yeah.
But especially if you don't have a friend telling you to keep everything, because it's all going to be worth it. Which, I get it, but dude, I was in inventory hell because of that, so I wasn't getting rid of anything.
Yeah.
That leads me to the final gripe that I have with this game, and this is something they just took from Tarkov. Every extraction shooter has this problem, but sometimes it takes a long time to get certain resources, and then turns out maybe it takes you 4 hours to get said resource. You don't know what this resource is used for. You don't know it's useful. You don't know anything about it. If you don't have somebody there to tell you, or if you don't look it up online, then essentially when you get said quest or said upgrade, 10 hours down the road, now you have to waste 4 hours
Finding out
looking
what that's
for that resource again.
Yeah.
And the thing is it feels bad because you're like, oh, I had that and I just threw it away
Well,
because I didn't know what to use it for.
Might be a misconception though, because from what I've been seeing, like the cat bed, you're like, oh, keep the cat bed, don't get rid of the cat bed. Well,
yeah.
if we'd gotten rid of the cat bed, all you do is go to residential over and over again, and you'll
And
get
pick
it
up a cat
really
bed.
quickly.
Yeah.
Same thing with the toasters. Like, I really need toasters. Well, just go to residential. You'll get the toasters. On certain
That's
maps,
true
there's even
for
better residential.
some items.
I think as
I agree.
the rarity goes up, it becomes more of a problem.
Well, if you get
Yes.
an epic, you definitely shouldn't just get rid of that. Like, oh, come on.
Yeah,
That's your
put that
fault.
in
But
your butt and make
the
sure
thing
you're
is
okay.
that there are things that are not epic that fall into the same category. A great one is the bioscanner, right? The bioscanner
You need to go to the
only
hospital. You need to go
it
to
only
hospital.
spawns in medical places inside of this game have the least number of spawns. They have the least number of areas, and they are the most contested areas in every map.
Eric's read a wiki.
So, to get this bioscanner as a new person who does not have an upgraded medical station is arguably one of the biggest hills to climb at the start of the game.
Well, time
And
out though.
You might throw 3 away on accident
When you're
not
playing
even knowing it's
solo,
useful.
Do you shoot first or ask questions first?
Dude, you shoot first. I'm sorry.
No, see, that's the mistake. That's the mistake.
I mean, it
See,
depends.
Jason, if Jason's here, he will tell you guys. The solo experience is the friendliest experience
Oh,
you can
solo.
possibly have.
No, I
That's
thought
why
you meant in
said solo.
team. No, I feel like teams are
I know
super
teams
thirsty
are
right
nuts.
now.
People are crazy in teams.
Yeah.
But
I meant
in solo
I
experience,
agree.
everyone's so friendly, especially if you talk first. They're all like, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. Like, everyone's just trying to get their quest done and stuff.
It depends, because I have at least 20 hours
Sounds like
in
you shoot
solo.
first. Sounds like you shoot first.
No.
No, he
It
doesn't shoot
depends,
first.
i.e., I don't want to admit that I'm the bad guy.
No, I never. Here's the thing: in solo, I will almost never shoot first. But the problem with it solo in general is whether or not you're going to hot areas or not, and this comes back to medical. Medical in
Is
general are the hottest areas on the map. And
Yeah.
when I go to medical, people shoot first and ask questions later 99%
Yeah.
of the time, and that is not the same as other parts
That
of the
makes
map.
sense. I was talking earlier about this, that I'm hoping that the game does have at least areas like that where
Where it's
everyone's
just, like, on
no,
site.
shoot first. It's like
Yeah.
that's PvP, you know. Everyone else over here in residential area is always being nice and friendly. Everyone going here and picking pears and looking for limes and apricots. They're all, you know, they're all. Dude, you hear about the prickly pears? Like, oh my gosh, don't want to put that one in the prison pocket. But anyways,
But and here's the only thing that I would posit. I would just like them to add more tooltips that are vague but tell you that this could be useful, rather than saying, hey, this cat bed, you should sell it, because that's essentially what it says.
Yeah.
Right?
It does say you
Why
should sell
not
it, yeah.
just say this could be useful, or maybe even it could even be in universe flavor text, and I'd be okay with it if it were like, this looks like could be comfortable for Scrappy, right? It doesn't even have to be like on the nose, keep this for a quest or keep this for an upgrade.
Right, I
Just
see.
something that isn't, you should
Intuit's the
sell
value.
this.
Intuit's the
Right?
value outside of the credit score.
The bioscanner, guess what? It just says you should recycle it.
Yeah, true.
Right? If you don't look at the medical thing and you throw away and recycle 5 bioscanners, and then you actually start looking for them and you're never able to get them, that feels bad. But if they
True.
had a text on it,
but like
that
I would
made it
so
more
My
worthwhile.
argument against this is something that Ash will totally agree with, I think. When Pokemon started making it to where you didn't have to figure out the type effectiveness, you just saw effective, super effective on the ability itself.
That's
Without
bullshit.
memorizing anything, without researching anything.
I hate that.
They just spoon fed everybody every little detail about the game. And that's kind of what you're asking for. Instead, you have a situation where people
I
have
don't
to
think that's
learn
equivalent.
the
That
items
isn't
in
what
the
I'm
game,
asking for.
I don't think
and
that's equivalent
You
either.
add some
No.
camaraderie to people, so when you're playing with someone with more experience and you're like, oh, do I keep this or get rid of this? And they can be like, oh, definitely keep that one. Definitely keep that one. Like, I got rid of mine and I regret it. You know, like, it adds a layer of communication.
But I think
to the
that
game.
would
I think you
occur
can have
naturally
something-
anyway, for sure. Go ahead, Eric.
It's so
I
interesting.
think you
that
can
y'all are
have
like,
something
that
that's
was
like
so
a
gross,
step
bad Pokemon,
forward.
and then you're like,
It is, but
it's the same thing, guys.
I don't think it's the same.
It isn't the same. I don't. Here's the thing. It doesn't feel the same at all to me because Pokemon doesn't go and tell you that this is one thing. In reality, it's
another.
something else. This game tells you this is, hey, some
Recycle this
items
for
have
parts.
like, this is useful for this.
Yeah.
You should use this to craft this. It tells you very explicitly what to do for 90% of the items. And then for 10% of the items, it's like, you should do this with this item. When in actuality, the only reason that item's in the game is to complete a quest. Like, that feels weird. It feels weird. I
Feels
feel like
bad.
there can be a middle ground. I don't think it should be explicit either and like tell you exactly or like go far into it. I think it should, I'd be okay if it just put a star or like quest item or upgrade item and take out all of the helper text, right? I don't need to know that certain things are for building a Tempest 1, right? I actually think they can abstract more. Oh my gosh. Ash, you can't be silenced in my channel, Ash.
Wait, who got
I will let you speak the truth.
What happened here?
But like, for example, I think you're entirely correct. I don't want them to shoehorn the game into telling you exactly what things need to be used for. I argue that the game's already too far in that direction. Like, right now, every single crafting only item tells you exactly what blueprints it's used for, exactly what things. Why not just say used in crafting?
So
And then
okay, slow down.
used in upgrade,
Because
used in
I
quest,
understand.
done.
I understand that y'all don't understand what I'm saying, and that's why y'all think it's not the same thing.
Well,
This
hold on.
game-
Can I
listen,
speak to that
let-
too? Because
no,
Eric got his
I'm
turn.
trying
It's
to
real short.
articulate
It's
a
real short.
point.
It's real short.
No.
I promise. I promise. It's real short. I promise. It's real short. I think, yes, Eric is correct in the sense that I would like more hints. I'm also saying, though, Anthony, that you are right in the sense that the part of the game that allows you to have interactions with people that reveal mysteries about the inventory is also the point of the game.
And
See?
On top
Wasn't
of
it
that-
short and isn't it also in line? Continue,
the thing
sir.
that none of y'all are considering is that this game is built upon a prestige system where you get to choose whether or not to start over like every season. And when you start over, now you're going to have to go and do all those things again. So now your memory will actually serve you or not serve you, just like in Pokemon, where if you remember that you need that bioscanner, which you will, because this one's been a big deal for you, but if there might be other parts where you're like, whether or not you remember that you actually need to hold on to that so that you can progress more quickly when you choose to do the reset.
I think if that's the goal of the developers, they need to take out all of the crafting hints that are already in the game.
I don't think so. I think that there's some things that need to be intuited, but I also think that there's something that need to be very direct.
But there's no
For
line
example-
between these.
For example.
They're the
for ex-
same.
Yeah, but for example, like the old faded letters, right? The things that are supposed to be valuable drops that you just get, and they're gray, right?
Yeah.
But they have a little jewel in the bottom left corner showing that they are a valuable item that you can sell. I agree with that level of communication. I also agree with some of the other communication that happens within the description of the items where they're saying, hey, this is a broken driver. You really can't do anything with it other than even looking at the salvage, seeing that it comes out to metal parts. If you sell it,
So
though,
then
you get
why do
credits.
important quest items and important upgrade items say you can't do anything with this except recycle it?
It doesn't
Okay.
say you can't do anything except recycle it, because the thing is
Hold
that
on,
in
let's
that
look at it.
quest situation,
Let's
for
look at it.
instance,
Hold on, let me look at
it's
it.
it's not a crafting material. It's a quest
Let me pull it
thing
up.
that
Let me
someone
see.
has asked for.
So I have a cracked bioscanner right now, and I'm looking at it. And it says,
Honestly, I
can
think
be
it's safe
recycled
to
into
assume-
crafting materials, can be found in medical, weighs 2 pounds, 1,000, one of 3 that you can stack. If I try to recycle it, it goes into batteries and 3 rubber parts. If I was going to be walking around And seeing that, I would say that this is something that I could easily either skip or just easily sell.
Well, I think that there's a issue here, and the issue is that maybe we don't see, since this game is so new, that every single item has a use.
Maybe everything does have value.
That should always be recycled, or should always be sold off, or should always be abandoned. That if they've
But that's not true.
Really
there are
game,
no, because there's
beating the game.
No, but there are plenty of items that aren't
like damaged arc.
Here's the thing:
motion cores and stuff like that.
I am not ashamed to say I have looked at the wiki for many items, and that because I'm not. That isn't why I play the game. I don't want to not have an item that I need. That's just dumb. The portable TV, for example, not used ever. It is never used. Never will be used. Not used for any quest. Not used for any upgrade.
Entertainment section in your house.
It says can be recycled into crafting materials. That is its only use.
Doesn't say should be recycled in a crafting material.
There are other items that say the exact same thing but should be kept.
Can I suggest a possible solution for both of these? So I'm looking at an item that actually answers this problem immediately. If you look at the garlic press, I don't know if there is a quest for this. However, if I read the description of this, I would say, oh, I need to hold on to this because I'm going to guess it's going to come up at some point in time. It says it presses garlic, olives, and probably many other things. It implies that there are other uses outside of its initial description, right? Yeah. So maybe, I'm not saying that we need a full handhold, but maybe some form of mention of saying like, still has a broken, fractured, but still has a use, or something along those lines.
Here's the problem with the garlic press, though. The garlic press isn't going to be used for anything else so far. It is something you should just recycle.
You don't know that, right?
But I do know that. The wiki can tell you.
The wiki tells you, but if you're in the game,
both pretty. Y'all are both so pretty. Okay, so the last devil's advocate thing before we move on to talk about other things.
I just want to play the game.
That I will add is that if they did go ahead and tell us, no, this is used for a quest later on, that could actually make the game worse because people will be like, I have to keep this hoard and run into inventory hell, and then they won't enjoy the game. So you need to tell them,
how does that make the game recycled? That's ridiculous.
Because
it doesn't.
Erik,
that's
most
ridiculous.
people are nowhere near like you.
That's
most
ridiculous.
people will stop playing this game because they have to manage the inventory.
No, they won't. You already have to manage the inventory.
Erik,
because that's ridiculous.
That was a major thing for me.
Half of this game is managing the inventory.
I know, but that was a big thing for me in Tarkov. Like the amount of inventory management that went into it, the granularity.
And so you're saying that the bad design for that in Tarkov we should keep in this? I'm arguing that we make it better.
I also agree that we should make it better, but I just don't know if we actually have the solution within this conversation.
No. That's fair. I am not offering a solution here.
Yeah.
For all you know, the can be recycled things also have like a higher drop rate compared to the other items that don't say can be recycled, right? So maybe they are doing that behind the scenes. We don't know for sure.
Right, and I think that's I think that's also probably a conversation that has already occurred within many people who've been developing Tarkov and this game, in the sense that there is no actual good answer to this right now. Like, I would love to be able to go ahead and point to an obvious fix for the fact that the items that are on the map are all really cool. Like, every single one of these items, I don't care if it's bad or if it's good, are interesting to consider the possibilities of the use of. That part of the game is fun. However, the part of the game where you're having to guess and find out ways to go ahead and use these items, figuring out if one thing works or one thing doesn't, is not. So I think that is the balancing act that most of these games have to manage, one, and then two, I think eventually maybe they'll either just make the game good enough that you don't worry about it, right?
The game is so good that all I want to do is play it. So like, what do y'all think about this risky?
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, guys. I'm like,
this all weekend. I've been too busy farming.
That's true. No. That's true. Okay. Erik, do you want to go first?
Yeah, let's do it. So
Oh, I haven't even taken a sip of it.
Oh,
Cheers.
buddy.
What?
Cheers.
Because you'll never cheers, dude.
Cheers.
How many times have I taken a sip and then gotten reamed for it? I see both
every
of
single
you
time.
took many
Every
a
single
sip.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. I will let Anthony have his first sip unfiltered through my glasses.
You can't filter
And
me.
then-
You're not charcoal.
Oh,
Sorry, I don't know why I
that's
said
fair.
that.
wow. That was a Berkey joke.
That
So
was a Berkey joke.
so I really love Barrell. They are renowned. They have won Top Spirit of the Year multiple years. They've gotten like platinum and triple gold and all of these things. Their Dovetail release is renowned as one of the best whiskeys ever made. They do a lot of really good stuff. And this is their base spirit. There's nothing too crazy, but I always love that they have a darker flavor to them. The dark chocolate, caramel flavors really come through, like the burnt caramel type of flavor. It is deep, it's rich, and has a little bit of heat on it as well.
You need to stop describing me, bro.
Fair. Sorry, I was talking about Nat. Let me get to the whiskey.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, I really like this one. You get a nutty, like this Flavor really kind of killed it on the flavor wheel for this one. You get a little bit of acidity, nuttiness, syrup, dark chocolate, a little bit of spiciness with some cinnamon, toffee. Those type of creamy flavors definitely there. I adore Barrell. I adore this whiskey. It's really, really good. I put this,
family.
honestly, it's probably like a
Praise it, family.
6.57 to me.
Okay.
I'll give it a 7. I'll give it
Okay.
a 7.
A
I would definitely
7?
do this a daily drinker of this. I really like this
Okay.
one. Remember, I'm biased. I love darker flavors. I love darker chocolatey flavors in my whiskeys, and this hits that
This
right
is
on the head.
This is baking chocolate dark. This is dark baking
Yes.
chocolate kind of level. Yeah, I get you.
But hold on. I don't think Eric likes dark chocolate. He only likes Norman loves dark chocolate, which basically means like European dark chocolate. American
Yes.
dark chocolate sucks.
That is also true.
Also true. Also
Yes.
true.
Oh,
I'm
that
not-
reminds me. I still need to send you the name of that chocolate that we got from Switzerland.
Yes,
They
the
ship
one that,
internationally.
that said it tasted like oranges.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh
Let me
my
go ahead and
gosh, you
find
do
that.
need to send us that.
I need to send
Wait,
that.
Eric, you got a
Yeah.
chocolate orange?
No. So
It's not the
Nat
same. It's not the same.
I
described.
know. I was wondering if you've had one.
Yeah. Oh, the one you smash on the table into pieces.
Yeah, do you like those?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
They're okay.
No?
They're okay.
It's like a milk
no,
chocolate
no, no.
with an
I don't
artificial
dislike them.
orange flavor.
I will eat them, but
Yeah.
they're not. I'm not gonna get them. Right.
Yeah.
They're like a middle of the road. Like if somebody's like, oh, I have chocolates, and they bring out those, I'm like, oh, cool, I'll have that.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
I
Sorry,
would
Eric,
pay
it's your turn.
80 for this. I'd pay 80 for this. Be about
You'd
my price
80
point
for
for
this.
it.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Anthony, you want to go or me go?
You go.
Okay. So this is a nice return to form for us. I think that we definitely needed something that was more bog standard. I feel like this is the bog standard when it comes to whiskey. This is a 4 for me just because, again, I do like really rich flavors, so the chocolate is nice. It's a little... What is it? It's a little harsh on certain tones because I described it as being like a dark baking chocolate when I talked to Eric just now, and I think that is a very accurate representation of what the flavor palette is. You do get the flavor of chocolate, however, it does come with a lot of like notes that I don't particularly like whenever I'm going through the tasting process of something that I would like drink every day. So this is an everyday drinker for me. This is a 4 for me. It's almost a 5 in the sense that it could definitely spend some time on my shelf. But yeah, not bad. I pay $50 for this.
Okay, that leads us to Anthony.
It's pretty good.
God damn it.
It's pretty
I feel
good.
like
Gotta get back to
having
my
me
ways.
go and then Anthony go is like the most. It lines up, man. Go ahead.
So I would say it's like I didn't get anything on the nose, so no points there. I was
Might wanna
surprised at how good it tastes though, because I was like, there's no nose, but it tastes great. It could just be my nose. I mean, I have chopped like 1,000,000 pounds of wood this past weekend, so maybe there's just wood in there, and I can't smell anything because I've been blowing my nose like crazy. Oh,
That'll do it.
do with that what you will. I'm like the Grindor of the group. You're welcome. It tastes really good. There's a really good mouth feel. I'm not getting that like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, like, oh my god, this is blowing my mind with all the flavors and everlastingness of it. So it's not like 7+ for me. My gut instinct is it's like 5 out of 10. I don't know if there's any way that it's just
It's
ignore
if it's
it,
any
honestly.
way it's
Just-
not. Yeah.
It might as well be a 4. I don't know. But my gut instinct is a 5, so that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Before Nat said anything, before Erik said anything, I was like, oh, that seems like a 5. I do want another bottle of it because I'd like to smell it when my nose works. And it tastes good. So I like it. You know, I would drink it again daily. Maybe hourly. I could drink it hourly even. My doctor might not like that, but who cares what doctors say? Just kidding. My uncle's a doctor and I love him. Who's Total Biscuit?
What?
What? No, really? Total Biscuit.
You guys, he said you are Total Biscuit.
No, I was
So,
talking to.
and all
Sorry,
I
I was
saw
talking to
was-
Erik.
all I
I
saw
should have
was
added.
you
My
are-
bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Oh, we already okay. In case anyone's actually listening, we all know that Nat is Jesse because they met in real life, and a
Yes.
like
Yes.
supernova
singularity
occurred.
happened.
It was a singularity. You couldn't stop
I am-
this. It was Jesse's show.
He glared at
Nat's
me,
over
and I was
here,
like,
and they.
Yes. I am still so upset. Jesse, please watch the podcast one day. And Jesse, you need to remember Nat. We are so upset that in the moment we didn't know that he was wearing MeUndies.
dude, it's true.
And he didn't have anything to sign. And that was the whole butt of the argument. And I just wish we had known so we could have signed your undies. It would have
It
been
is what it
amazing.
is. It is.
would have been
what it is,
amazing.
man. That was
Somebody
that was-
tag Jesse
now that I
Cox.
think
Can
about it,
can
that
we
is
tag
crazy.
Jesse? God damn it.
I wonder if he remembers
Jesse
me.
Cox. Take a clip it, boom, send it to Jesse.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Oh.
Dude, he might remember you because he literally like went back inside or something and then came back and he was like,
Yeah. Yes, he did. He's like, you're taking this home.
Oh my god, so freaking good.
amazing, dude.
I still have, funnily enough. I keep it. Right
Oh hell
here.
yeah!
Hmm.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah!
Yeah, all their signatures.
Dude, do I still have them? Do I
Right
still have
here.
mine somewhere? I know I should. I probably have it somewhere.
I keep it
Yeah,
on my
where are
door.
mine?
It's always been in the background.
Fuck yeah!
Oh.
Oh.
Great show.
Tony.
Great show.
Yeah,
Tony,
yeah.
what'd you
I met Jesse
Jesse
Cox.
Cox.
Back in the day for Scary Game Squad, and then
Yeah,
More
also
than met him.
it was pretty rad. It was pretty
Far more
rad.
than met him.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we had
mean-
known, Jesse would have signed his underwear.
Where is he?
100%.
Yeah. So when you say meet, people think maybe like a meet and greet, right? No. They fought and then loved each other and then
Yes.
left.
Oh, that's
In a
true.
parking lot.
There was an
In a
initial
parking
like
lot.
standoff.
There was a
There
standoff.
was
They
because
were-
he was like,
people thought-
what do you want me to sign? And Nat was like, I don't really have anything. Like, you don't worry about it. He was like, what do you mean? Don't worry about it. You're here. I'm gonna sign something. Nat's like, no. It's good. It's good. He was like, get your freaking thing out. I'm gonna sign your shit.
Oh, wait, didn't they also argue about an anime?
Did we?
Oh, they. Oh my
Y'all
gosh.
argued about something super
Yes.
nerdy
Argued about
that I didn't
something.
even
Yes,
know.
because of. Ah, my gosh. What was it?
I don't
Eric,
remember. But
Eric's gonna remember in the middle of our raid. I could feel
I know.
it.
I'll
I
remember.
feel like
at some
Matt
point.
said blah 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 was mid, and then Jesse had to leave, and then he came back, and he's like,
Where is he?
It was funny. Yeah.
"Oh,
So
they were gonna throw hands," but then they came to an agreement, and then it was beautiful.
That's
and,
true. There
you
was.
know, the
I do remember that
supernova,
there was
instead of becoming a black
de-escalation.
hole, became a bigger supernova.
yeah, Jesse just like hangs out after his shows with people in the parking lot. It's super sketch.
Was that whenever the completionist was with them?
It was. The completionist is on that
On that game
card.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I would pay whatever I need to pay to at least get one more bottle of this. So I would pay MSRP, I guess, if it's
Infinite
less than,
amounts of money.
if it's less than $80. No, if it's less than $80, I would.
Oh, okay.
Guys, my
Less than
stickers
80.
just came in. I'm so excited.
Let's go.
All right,
So,
gentlemen.
with that, yeah. So this barrel, by the way, let me just check. Sits right around $55.
Okay, I'll bet.
Just not that bad.
$55. Let's look at that.
Yeah, not bad at all. Super affordable compared to their other options, for sure. So, yeah, give us just a second. We're going to switch over, and then we're going to do hopefully like 2 or
For
3
those of you
raids
that joined us
real
late,
quick.
we were going to
It's gonna be
switch
like
to
2
playing Arc
seconds.
Raiders now. We're doing a new
Yeah,
hybrid
yeah.
episode.
We're gonna just jump into a chat real
Yeah.
quick, but like you're gonna hear a brief like hiccup in access, and then we're all gonna be talking to this.
Not for me. You're going to hear music.
Oh, okay.
For
There's
those of
there's
you
that.
that
right.
are
That's
only
cute.
here for the podcast, thank you for joining us. We probably
Yeah.
won't have one next week because 2 of us will be on a boat, and one of us might also be out of.
I
Out of
will be
state. Out
out
of
of
the country.
state. Yeah, I'll be out of the country.
Yeah. So no
So-
podcast next week, but we'll see you in
See you
2
in 2
weeks for the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Be right
For
back.
those of you
Yeah,
live,
we'll be right back.
we will be right back.